G'day guys, doing the Australian perspective on the 2025 Eurovision Song Contest, and I'm now doing song number 32 in my list, which is Israel. So Israel's song this year is called New Day Will Rise by Yuval Raphael. Sorry for the pronunciation, probably incorrect, but I will learn that at some point. So New Day Will Rise is the name of the song, so it's pretty clear here. I think we're getting an English song, an English language song, which will be quite interesting. So I've had a lot of native songs recently, so I can't remember the last time in this list that I've been doing, the last time I actually heard an English song. So let's see how we go with Israel. So I'm very close to the end now. I've only got 4 songs after this to listen to, so I'm hoping to finish with some really big ones. So fingers crossed for Israel. Let's check it out. Yuval Raphael with A New Day Will Rise. The film clip.
And even if you say goodbye, you'll
in English.
never go away. You are the rainbow in my sky.
With some
My
piano.
colors in the gray. My only wish upon a star. Sunshine in the day.
A bit reflective and dramatic.
The only song that my piano ever plays. And even
My
if
piano.
you say goodbye, you'll
You're with a bunch of friends going to the forest.
lift me up and take me high. Keep my feet close to the ground. Are you proud of me tonight?
Uplifting piano in the background.
Dreams are coming true. I choose the light, nothing to lose if I lose you. New day will rise.
Okay.
Life will go on.
The chorus.
Everyone cries. Don't cry alone. Darkness will fade. All the pain will go by.
Nice, the ballad.
We will stay, even if you say
A message song ballad.
goodbye.
Oh.
Même si tu dis adieu, tu ne partiras jamais.
Oh, okay.
Mon ciel, dans mon ciel bleu.
Oh, it's changed to.
Alors dans le cri,
It's changed to French, I think.
sous un ciel tard, un rayon de ma journée.
Yes.
La seule chanson que mon piano peut jouer. New day will rise.
And the chorus is in English though. Okay.
Everyone cries.
Nice voice actually.
Alone. Darkness will fade.
A comforting song. Very comforting.
But we will stay, even if you say,
The chorus again. Bigger, stronger, thicker instruments. Big vocal, almost like screeching. Oh, French again. Very strong voice. Wow. Great bridge. Well, we're going up, escalating. Wow. Become very large all of a sudden. Very powerful.
Even if you say goodbye,
I want a quiet finish on a serious note.
new day
With their friends at the beach. Optimism. Hoping for good things for the future. Beautiful piano as well. Quite artistic.
new day will rise.
Okay. Oh, some optimism at the end too. Some hope. A song of hope. That's what Israel's sending this year. It's a sort of hope song, optimism, and a feeling of, hopefully the future is going to be better. So, look, I mean, I don't want to get political about things. I refuse to get political on sort of doing this song contest. But clearly, there's some sort of, some messaging here about sort of what's going on in the world. But look, this is a very, very powerful song, and vocally, it just got really, really loud. Oh, sorry, I feel like I was maybe being very loud when I was commenting because I feel like her vocal got very loud and I had to be loud to sort of explain my reaction about what I was feeling and what I was hearing. So hopefully I wasn't shouting, but that just shows you how like loud her vocal is, and I wonder if she can bring that to the stage because this is a studio version. So wow, if she can bring that big notes, this is a very, very strong voice, very powerful voice. So hopefully she can bring that live, because this song will have a lot of impact with its message too. So let me just sort of go back to the start here. So we sort of started with piano and sort of introduced to the song quite softly, and it seemed like she was quite reflective as she was going on a trip with her friends in a car to a forest, or to be amongst nature, the freedom of nature, maybe symbolism there. And then it was all in English, and then the chorus came, which is also the title of the song, New Day Will Rise, and very, very, very easy chorus. Not a big learning curve on this chorus. It felt very easy to learn fast. New Day will rise. I can't remember now. Nighttime will fall, maybe. Don't cry at all. Something like this. But very, very easy to get the hang of, I think. But then the second verse, out of nowhere, went into French. So that was an interesting turn. And then after that verse was done, it went back to the chorus, which again was in English. And then there was a beautiful bridging section there that, it changed tune a little bit to something a bit more grand and dramatic. And her voice, she showed off her vocal skills really well during that section. She really was powerfully singing in that section with some huge notes, some real show-stopping type notes, which were just beautiful. And then she brought on, then that sort of melted into the final chorus, which just became epic and just escalated to something really grand. And they really ended with a climatic final chorus. And then they finished with her just back down to the sort of spoken part again to sort of, I guess, accentuate the seriousness of the message. And it's not all about yelling, I'm not yelling, I'm not screaming my message at you or yelling or loudly sort of just forcing it. I'm also just giving you a very clear, vulnerable message, so I'm sort of speaking it very, I'm vulnerable. There's a vulnerability about the ending, I guess, and a serious emotional kind of way she sort of delivered that final part. That's kind of just my first take on what I sort of experienced there. So very interesting entry from Israel. My attention's kind of turning to, look, Yuval sounds like she's got a fantastic voice. I think this is going to sound amazing. I'm just wondering how this will be staged. Is it just going to be her up there singing a ballad and delivering this with the emotion with her sort of face and voice, similar to how maybe the French one will be done? Or will she have some sort of, some symbolic dances around to help sort of convey the message of the song? I'm not sure, or some sort of global current events maybe. I don't know how they plan to deliver this on stage, but it's definitely got a few different ways it could go. I'm not quite sure what I would do if I had the decision. I think it needs some backups, some backup, definitely some graphics to this nature for me. I love that this is all out of nature in this film clip. That gave a very good sense of freedom and kind of like what she wants the world to be, and the optimism, the hope and the optimism really came out through the nature. And obviously something like a beach, that lends itself to being a very, it's a hope, the sunrise and it's a new day rising, and then the sun sets over the water and the beach, or it rises over the ocean. It ties in with that quite well. So I think we're going to get a lot of nature type graphics that go with this song, rather than sort of current events or current sort of modern looking things. I think nature's the way to go for this one, because that was actually quite powerful in this, and it ties in with the kind of, the new day rising, the sun rising, and then it kind of, about the hope, about what we can hope for the future. So, Israel, that's a strong entry. So how do I think about this in terms of qualification? Again, it's going to be one I have to see on the live. I can't make a call one way or another based on this video. It's a very, very polished video and polished sound production. I just wonder how that's, if she can bring that kind of vocal to the stage, especially that bridging section, then absolutely this can qualify for the final if that can be made to happen. Because that could be a real moment too, because that voice goes up and does some different things that are quite uplifting. There's definitely, you get some feeling from this song too. They're evoking some emotions about, I think I've used the word hope many times, but it really is a song of hope. And that might appeal to the voters as well, thinking they want something optimistic. There's a lot of sort of, pain in the world right now, and just a song about hope is actually not a bad strategy. So people need that feeling of, things will improve. The bad times, they will pass. There is, a new day tomorrow, literally the title of the song. New day will rise. So, yeah. So on that note, I think, it probably will qualify. Yeah. Again, it's going to be a great live performance for another fantastic female vocal doing some really large notes. Wow. I mean, the quality has just gone up this year, I think, in terms of the vocal ability of these performers, especially if they can bring it to the live stage. Then it's going to be one hell of a contest, because it's everyone's bringing it. They're bringing their weapons to their their vocal weapons and musical weapons, and they're really putting it out there to be, they're competing hard. So it's going to be a great contest. So Israel. Look, I've got to move on because I've got 4 more songs to do. But I think if I had to have my just gut feeling on this, my gut feeling is qualifying, because it's very accessible song lyrically, very easy to understand, great imagery with the nature connecting to the freedom and that idea of hope. And then it's also got the French aspect, which means, you're appealing to a few other voters there too. I mean, that's also very smart, putting a bit of the French language in there too. So, look, well done, Israel. I'm going to go see my next videos, but Yuval Raphael, I'm sorry again if I pronounce that wrong. I will get it right eventually. But that's a great entry, and I think you'll go okay. So, well done, Israel. On to the next one.